So today we are going to discuss the current of injury. Basically, what is current of injury? We have discussed that normally the depolarization of the heart or the electrical activity of the heart starts in the SA node, it comes to the AV node, it comes through the Purkinje fibers and reach the ventricular muscle, and the whole heart get depolarized. And once the whole of the heart has been depolarized in this way, this was initially polarized heart. Here the depolarization has started and the whole of the heart has become depolarized. After depolarization of the heart get repolarized. So initially polarized heart get depolarized, and then after completion of the heart get repolarized. But sometimes there is some injury of the heart muscle in some specific area of the heart, and that area of the heart remain depolarized like this. So this in this condition the heart has become depolarized and it has become repolarized. But if a portion of the heart remain depolarized, it remains depolarized throughout, even between the heartbeats, then this is known as current of injury, and it is spreading depolarization even between the heartbeats. So abnormalities of the heart that damage the heart cause part of the heart to remain partially or totally depolarized all the time. A portion or complete heart may remain depolarized all the time. All the time. This is very important. So, when we say all the time, it means that it is not repolarizing properly, it remains depolarized. Normally, it should get depolarized and then it should get repolarized, but it remains depolarized all the time. Current flows between pathologically depolarized and normal heart, even between the heartbeats, and this current flow is known as the current of injury. When this portion of the heart remain depolarized, this is basically spreading the depolarization wave towards the normal heart, and it is causing depolarization of the heart even between the heartbeats, and this depolarization even between the heartbeats is known as current of injury. Now the injured part is basically negative. This injured part is basically negative. You see, it is negative, and that's why it is depolarized, and that's why it is sending negative charge into the surrounding fluids, into the surrounding area which is polarized or which is neutral. And due to this negative charge, the spread of negative charge from this negative and depolarized area, current is continuously flowing even between the hearts all the time, and it leads to an abnormal current known as the current of injury. Now, what are basically the causes of current of injury? So the current of injury occurs to all those conditions which cause injury of the cell membrane. This is a cell of the myocardium of the or the cardiac muscle. Here we have some negative and positive charges. Negative, positive charge. All the conditions which will damage this membrane of the cardiac muscle, the cell of the cardiac muscle, it will lead to current of injury. So it can be damaged through any trauma, any kind of trauma. It could be anything. It could be blunt trauma. It can damage the membrane. It makes the membrane permeable. So when the membrane becomes permeable, the negative ions can come out. The negative ions can come out even while the rest of the heart is polarized, and this leads to current of injury. So one cause is trauma. Now the second cause is infection that damage the membrane. Again the same process. any infection like due to endocarditis or myocarditis or whatever that spreads to the cells of the heart or uh, cells of the Purkinje fibers, or any injury in the cardiac muscle due to infection, it can also damage the membrane. And when the membrane is damaged, negative ions can come out even in the polarization process while the rest of the heart is polarized, and that's another cause of the current of injury. Another and most important cause of the current of injury is ischemia. Due to ischemia, which normally we remember or which we call normally as heart attack or myocardial infarction, which is because the blood supply to the myocardium or the cardiac muscle is occluded or stopped. This leads to ischemia. There is no blood is coming towards the heart. This occlusion of the blood or this ischemia of the muscle cells also lead to damage of the membrane, and it also leads to current of injury. So that's all about the current of injury. And to summarize this current of injury, the abnormalities that damage the heart cause part of the heart to remain partially or totally depolarized, partially or totally depolarized all the time. Current flows between pathologically depolarized and normal heart, even between the heartbeats, and that flow of current between the heartbeats is known as current of injury. It is because injured part is negative, depolarized, and send negative charges into the surrounding. This area is negative, it is depolarized, it is sending negative charge into the surrounding areas, and it is also depolarizing the surrounding areas, which is causing the current of injury. The causes of current of injury include trauma, infection, and ischemia. Now normally we print an ECG paper, the QRS complex normally will look like this: P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. But if there is current of injury, the QRS complex may look like this. This is normal appearance, but here you see there is a current of injury. A lot of current is coming even between the heartbeats, which has led to a prolonged QRS or elevation, ST elevation. It may also cause ST depression, which we will discuss in the coming lectures. So that's all about current of injury. Thanks a lot for watching the video.